right, class, we are moving on to Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Section 1 is going to be talking about linear equations. So linear equations, the definition is an equation in which each term is either a constant or the product of a single variable and constant. And when you graph it, it will always form a straight line. So a linear equation has to have, like it says up in here, has to have either a constant, and a constant is just a whole number, or the product, a multiplication problem of a constant and a variable. So like this 2x would be the product, this 9 is a constant, and with an equal sign and another number, you have yourself an equation. And if we graphed these equations and they came out a straight line, then it's a linear equation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to determine whether the value that they give you is a solution of an equation. So they want to know, like example 1 here, they want to know if x is equal to 6, does this value make this statement true? So number 1, insert the number given in for that variable. So it says x equals 6, and then semicolon, and then 2x minus 9 equals 3. That means if x is 6, if you put 6 in where you see the x, will it make the statement true? Let's try. So 2 times 6 minus 9 equals 3. Because I put the 6 in, and anytime you put it in, it goes in parentheses. So this is 2 next to a 6, which is multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12, brought down by minus 9 equals 3. 12 minus 9 is 3. And 3 equals 3. It makes sense, so your answer is yes. 6 would be the solution to this equation. Okay, this time x is negative 4. And here's your big equation. 5x minus 7 equals negative 13. So now I'm going to take this negative 4 and put it in for x. So I have 5 times negative 4 minus 7 equals negative 13. Okay, so I have the multiplication first. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. Bring down your minus 7 equals negative 13. Now, if you remember, we learned in the previous chapter that when you have a subtraction problem with negatives, you have to do keep, change, change. Keep the negative 20, change to addition, change to its opposite. Okay. So now we have 2 negatives, and when you have 2 negatives, you add. So you'd get negative 27. Bring down what you haven't used yet. Is negative 27 equal to negative 13? No. So your answer would be no. Negative 4 is not the solution to that equation. And the last one, I have a equals 8. And then I have the equation 3 minus 2a equals a plus 2a minus 11. So a lot of a's. Every time you see an a, you're going to replace it with an 8. 3 minus 2 times 8 equals 8 plus 2 times 8, minus 11. Sorry for my little mess up right there. Okay, so I have multiplication. 2 times 8 is 16, so I have 3 minus 16. I have 8 plus 2 times 8, which is 16, minus 11. Can't take 16 away from 3, so I have to do keep, change, change. That's one of each, and when you have one of each, you subtract, you get negative 13. Okay, this side's done, so the negative 13 stays, but this side I have 8 plus 16, which is 24. Negative 13 stays. 24 minus 11 is positive 13. Negative 13 is not the same as positive 13, so this would be a no.